Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, everyone, welcome back. I'm Muhammad Sholihuddin Zahid, and in this video, you can learn how to take about your job in English. Where do you work? What do you have to do in your job? What kind of company do you work for? Ready? Let's start. Part 1. Introducing your job. Part 1. Introducing your job. I'm blah 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 blah. I work in blah 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 blah. I work for blah 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 blah. How long you complete this sentence? You can say something like I'm waiter. I work in online education. I work for a publishing company. I work is I work in asset with offer, meaning a type of work. See, you can say things like I work in finance. I work in digital marketing. You can also ask work in which a place or a department of a company. For example, I work in the department of a financial firm. I work in school teaching foreign language. Confused? You can see that if you ask work into about the type of work you do, you don't ask an article like or day. If you ask an article or other of one, it means you're talking about the place of department where you work. I work for is asset fee with a company. See, you call say. I'm a salesman. I work for mobile phone company. I work for a law firm based in Frankfurt. Or even I run my own business. So I work for myself. Part 2. Describing your company. I work for a blah 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 company. Which blah 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 blah. Look, looks at this tense. We need one adjective, and the end of the sentence are afterwards. For the adjective, think about this ideas. Is your company big or small? For the part after which, ask yourself, what does your company do? Does it make things organizing? Does it provide product, service, or both? So you call say, I work for international electronic company which markets tablet computer. I work for a German company which does market research for the other company. Here are some things you could say. I'm a freelancer, meaning I work independently for different people and companies. I'm still employed, meaning I work for myself, either freelancer or I have my own business. I'm a business owner. If you don't work and people ask you what you do, what you can see you. I between jobs and the moment, mere meaning I've let one job and haven't found another yet. This one neither than saying I'm employed. I'm Richard. I'm part 3. How to describe your job in more detail. So what you actually do all day? Let's see how you can describe your job in more detail. Look at this sentence. I have to blah blah blah. I'm responsible for blah 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 blah. Let's do some example to get blah 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 blah. We'll start with a sample example. I'm a nurse. I have to look after patients, give them medicine, and make sure they comfortable. I'm responsible for about 20 to 30 patients. Most of my time is spent talking to patient and checking that everything is okay. Next, do a more detailed example. I have to the sex website to the client specification. I'm responsible for how the sex process. So I have to take the client ideas and turn them into a finished product. Most of my time is spent experimenting with different design and ideas and saying what look good because attention to detail is important in speaking a word. Part 4. Saying how you feel about your job. Now, you can happily say something about your job and where you work. But here is another question. Do you like your job? Why or why not? Hopefully you enjoy your job. I could use call as general adjective like good or interesting. But here are some specific adjectives you could as positive adjective. Stimulating with a stimulating is exciting and give you energy. Specific means that your job gives you a sense of excitement. Creative, you can ask your imagination when you work. Rewarding, you said this means your job gives you very positive feeling. It's often asked to talk about jobs is in what you help other people. For example, teacher or nurses make description their job as rewarding. If you want to be more creative with your vocabulary, here are some things you shall use. Negative adjective. Negative adjective. Accenting descriptive word will make you feel very excited at the reflexive skill of mentally. Takes less if you were intentionally no to notice or appreciate what you do. Mean being extremely boring. Did and describe a job which has no purpose for the future. Part 5. How to make a long as answer. At this point, you should be able to introduce your work, say where you work, give detail about what you do, and say how you feel about your work. Make some longer sample answer together. Fish 1. I'm a pharmacist. I started my own small pharmacy. So I'm my also business owner. I have to work as pharmacist or of course giving HV to vetting and making sure they have the right medicine. However, I'm also responsible of pharmacy, so have to manage my staff, do the account, and so on. It's stimulating work because I have to do my different thing every day, so I never get bored. Okay, now it's your turn. 3. To make a longer as well leaks this talking about your job. Use their vocabulary on story from this lesson to help you. That is the end of lesson. I help you learn some new words to talk about your job and what you do. Wassalam.